That bottle of extra virgin olive oil in your kitchen right now, the one with the Italian flag on the label, the one you've been cooking with for years because you thought you were making the healthy choice, go grab it. I'll wait. Now look at the back. Where was it actually produced? Does it list a harvest date? Can you trace where those olives came from? If you're like most people, you can't answer any of those questions, and that's exactly what these companies are counting on. Here's what happens. The FDA barely regulates olive oil in America. The term extra virgin has almost no enforcement behind it. Independent testing by food fraud investigators found that up to 70% of extra virgin olive oils sold in American grocery stores fail to meet international standards for that classification. They're cut with cheaper refined oils. They're old and rancid. They're sometimes not even olive oil at all. They changed it. They didn't tell you. And they're charging premium prices for something that might be soybean oil with green coloring. Welcome to The Label Changed, where we catch what brands hope you'll miss. If you've ever wondered why your olive oil doesn't taste like the real thing you had in Italy or Greece, you're not imagining it. It probably isn't real. Hit subscribe and the notification bell so you never miss an investigation. Today, we're exposing 10 olive oil brands that quietly compromised on purity, and then I'll reveal 4 brands that prove authentic extra virgin still exists. Let's start the countdown. Number 10. Great value. Starting at number 10, Walmart's house brand delivers exactly what you'd expect from the lowest bidder: maximum profit, minimum quality. Great value extra virgin olive oil is sourced from whoever offers the cheapest price that month. The olives come from multiple countries with zero traceability. Spain one batch, Tunisia the next, Turkey after that. There's no way to know where your specific bottle originated because the company doesn't track it. They don't care, and they assume you don't either. Independent testing by UC Davis Olive Center found that many budget supermarket olive oils fail basic purity standards. The free fatty acid levels are too high, indicating old or damaged olives that sat too long before pressing. The oils show signs of refinement and deodorization, processes that strip away the polyphenols and antioxidants that make extra virgin valuable in the first place. There's no harvest date on the bottle, no estate information, no certification from recognized olive oil authorities, no accountability whatsoever. The plastic packaging allows light to degrade what little quality existed from day one. You're paying for olive-flavored vegetable oil with Mediterranean imagery on the label. Number 9. Pompeian. Pompeian dominates American grocery shelves with aggressive pricing and patriotic marketing. That American flag on the label makes you feel good, but here's what they don't advertise. Their olive oil comes from mass-market suppliers across the Mediterranean, blended in massive industrial facilities where quality control means meeting minimum legal requirements. Consumer testing has repeatedly found Pompeian's extra virgin oils failed to meet international standards for extra virgin classification. The problem is the olives themselves. When you source from the cheapest available supplier, you get olives that were damaged during harvest, stored too long before pressing, or processed with heat to increase yield. The free fatty acid levels in tested samples exceeded what genuine extra virgin should contain. That bitter, greasy aftertaste isn't robust flavor. It's oxidation and degradation. Pompeian offers no harvest dates, no single origin options in their standard line, and no third-party certification. You're buying the cheapest Mediterranean oil they could bottle with a premium-sounding name. Number 8. Bertolli. Bertolli built an empire on Italian heritage. The packaging screams authenticity. The commercials show Tuscan hillsides and generations of family tradition. The name sounds like it came from a village in Umbria, but the oil inside tells a very different story. Bertolli is owned by Spanish food conglomerate Dioleo, which sources from industrial olive farms across Europe and North Africa, prioritizing volume and price over quality. Their imported from Italy claim is technically legal but deeply misleading. The oil is often produced in Spain, Tunisia, or Greece, then shipped to Italy for bottling. That single step is enough to print Italian on the label. The law allows it. Food fraud investigators have flagged Bertolli multiple times for failing extra virgin standards. Laboratory analysis found sensory defects indicating old olives and improper storage. The color is sometimes enhanced with chlorophyll or beta-carotene to make low-grade oil look like premium product. Fresh extra virgin olive oil should taste peppery and slightly bitter with complex fruity notes. Bertolli tastes flat because it is flat. Refined, deodorized, commodity oil sold as something it's not. The heritage on the label doesn't match the product in the bottle, not even close. Number 7. Filippo Berio, another brand hiding behind Italian branding while delivering commodity-grade oil. Filippo Berio sources from bulk suppliers blending oils from Spain, Greece, Tunisia, and Italy into generic products designed for price points, not quality. Their processing raises red flags. Real extra virgin olive oil is cold-pressed, meaning no heat and no chemicals, just mechanical pressing within hours of harvest. Laboratory analysis of Filippo Berio products found elevated levels of stigmastadinus, a chemical marker that indicates deodorization. That compound shouldn't exist in genuine extra virgin oil. Their extra light variety is particularly misleading. It's not lower in calories or healthier. It's literally refined olive oil, stripped of flavor, color, and beneficial compounds. The extra light label tricks health-conscious consumers into buying the lowest quality product in the lineup. You're paying for marketing, not olives. Number 6. Colavita. Colavita enjoys shelf space in Italian specialty stores, creating an illusion of quality through location. But premium placement doesn't equal premium product. Colavita sources from multiple countries, blending bulk oils without transparent origin tracking. Their bottles sit on shelves for months, sometimes years, exposed to light and heat that destroy the delicate polyphenols and antioxidants that make olive oil beneficial. Independent testing found some Colavita bottles contained oils that failed extra virgin chemical standards. The peroxide values were elevated, indicating oxidation. The taste panels detected defects including musty and rancid notes. The fundamental problem with mass-market olive oil is simple economics. Real extra virgin is expensive to produce and has a short shelf life. Brands like Colavita cannot deliver authentic quality at grocery store prices with 12-month expiration dates. Something has to give. It's always quality. Number 5. Star. Star Olive Oil is owned by the same parent company as Bertolli, which tells you everything about their priorities. Star exists as the budget line, designed to undercut competitors on price alone. They source the cheapest available Mediterranean oils, blend them in industrial facilities, and bottle them with minimal quality verification. Consumer reports testing found Star's extra virgin oil had sensory defects and failed purity standards. The packaging is clear glass, allowing light to accelerate rancidity from the moment it leaves the factory. There's no harvest date, no estate information, no reason to trust anything on the label. Star exists to fill the bottom shelf at the lowest possible cost. Your health isn't part of the business equation, and wait until you see what earned the number 1 spot. Number 4. Goya. Goya built loyalty in Latin American communities through decades of consistent availability. Their products line the ethnic food aisles of every major grocery chain, but consistency in availability doesn't mean consistency in quality. Their olive oil is sourced from bulk suppliers in Spain and other Mediterranean countries with zero transparency about processing methods or testing protocols. Goya's business model focuses on shelf-stable products that can sit in warehouses for months before reaching stores. That means older olives, extended processing times, and oils that were never premium quality to begin with. The lack of harvest dates is a critical red flag. Fresh olive oil is a seasonal product, like wine. Without knowing when it was made, you're gambling on rancid oil. By the time you open that bottle, it could be 2 years old. The olives could have been harvested 3 years ago. Goya's price point reflects exactly what you're getting: commodity-grade oil with brand recognition. Number 3. Kirkland Signature. Costco's Kirkland brand is hit or miss across product categories. Their olive oil falls firmly in the miss category despite the premium warehouse club positioning. The fundamental problem is Costco's bulk model applied to a delicate, perishable product. Oil sits in massive containers at distribution centers for weeks or months, gets bottled in enormous batches to meet volume demands, stays on warehouse shelves under harsh fluorescent lights that accelerate degradation, then sits in your pantry for months more. Olive oil isn't like toilet paper or laundry detergent. It degrades with time, light, and heat exposure. Even if the source oil was decent when it left the Mediterranean, what you're buying months later after that supply chain is compromised. The chemistry has changed, the polyphenols have oxidized, the flavor has flattened. Independent testing found significant batch inconsistency in Kirkland olive oil. Some bottles contained acceptable oil that met extra virgin standards. Others failed entirely, showing signs of adulteration or advanced oxidation. You're essentially playing roulette with every purchase. The two-pack pricing seems like incredible value. But value doesn't matter if the product is rancid by the time you finish the first bottle. The second bottle has been oxidizing in your pantry for 6 months while you worked through the first one. Number 2. Rachael Ray, EVOO. Celebrity-branded food products are almost always licensing deals with zero quality oversight. Rachael Ray doesn't make this olive oil. She doesn't source it. She doesn't test it. She licensed her name to whoever offered the best deal. The sourcing is a complete mystery. The processing is conventional mass market. The results are predictable. Generic commodity oil with celebrity markup. There are no harvest dates, no origin details beyond vague Mediterranean claims, no third-party testing documentation. The taste is flat and unmemorable, exactly what you'd expect from bulk oil in celebrity packaging. The EVOO branding that Rachael Ray popularized deserves better than what carries her name. If you want decent olive oil, choose a producer who actually makes it, not a television personality who licensed their name for a royalty check. Number 1. Store brand extra virgin. Taking the number 1 spot as the worst olive oil category you can buy, generic store brand extra virgin from any major supermarket chain. Safeway Select, Kroger Private Selection, Target's Good and Gather, Albertsons Signature Select, Stop and Shop. Nature's Promise, they all follow the exact same playbook. Source the absolute cheapest oil that meets minimum legal requirements. Bottle it with premium-sounding labels featuring Italian typography and Mediterranean imagery. Charge near-premium prices based on the extra virgin claim that nobody verifies. Food. Fraud investigations consistently find store-brand olive oils among the worst performers for purity and quality. UC Davis tested numerous store brands and found alarming failure rates. The sourcing is completely opaque. The processing is conventional industrial. The quality control is essentially non-existent beyond basic food safety requirements. Consumer complaints are remarkably consistent across all store brands. Tastes like nothing, goes rancid quickly, causes digestive upset, leaves a greasy film in the mouth. These are textbook signs of refined or adulterated oil being sold as extra virgin. The olives were old. The processing was harsh. The product was stored too long before you bought it. The extra virgin label is meaningless without verification. In America, anyone can print those words on any bottle of oil that meets the bare minimum legal definition. And enforcement is virtually non-existent. The FDA has bigger priorities than olive oil fraud. Store brands exist because some shoppers only look at price. The companies know this. They exploit it systematically. Don't be one of them. But here's the good news. Not every brand sold out. These 4 brands prove you can still buy authentic extra virgin olive oil. Real olives. Honest processing. Transparent sourcing. Number 4. California Olive Ranch Reserve Collection. Important distinction here. We're talking specifically about California Olive Ranch's Reserve Collection, not their standard grocery store line, which has declined as they scaled up. The Reserve Collection maintains the quality standards that built their reputation. Single origin, California olives harvested at optimal ripeness and pressed within hours. Every bottle lists the harvest date, the olive varietals, and the specific region. The difference is immediately apparent when you taste it. Peppery finish, fruity notes. That slight bitterness that tells you the polyphenols are real. This is what extra virgin olive oil is supposed to taste like. California Olive Ranch proves American olive oil can compete with the best Mediterranean producers when someone commits to doing it right. Number 3. Cobram Estate. Australian olive oil has quietly become the gold standard for purity and freshness, and Cobram Estate leads that entire category. Here's what sets them apart. They control every single step from grove to bottle. Their own olive trees in Australia's premier growing regions. Their own state-of-the-art pressing facilities. Their own bottling lines. Rigorous testing at every stage with results published for anyone to verify. When Cobram says extra virgin, independent laboratories have already confirmed it. The olives are mechanically harvested at optimal ripeness and pressed within 4 hours. Not the next day, not when convenient. Within 4 hours, every bottle displays the harvest date and best buy date prominently on the front label. No hiding information in fine print, no vague claims about Mediterranean origins, complete transparency about exactly what you're buying. The taste is clean, fresh, and genuinely complex. Exactly what the extra virgin label promises, but rarely delivers from mass market brands. You taste the olives, you feel the pepper at the back of your throat. That's how you know the polyphenols are real. Cobram Estate is widely available at mainstream grocery stores and reasonably priced for genuine quality. Proof that real olive oil can exist at accessible price points when someone prioritizes integrity over margins. Number 2. Brightland. Brightland represents the new generation of transparent olive oil producers, founded by Aishwarya Iyer. After she discovered most grocery store olive oil is adulterated or rancid, the company operates on radical transparency. Every bottle lists the harvest date, the origin, the exact olive varietals. The olives come from California family farms and are cold pressed within 90 minutes of harvest, not hours, minutes. Third-party testing confirms extra virgin status and high polyphenol levels on every batch. The results are published. The supply chain is traceable. If something goes wrong, you can identify exactly where. The taste is vibrant and fresh with zero rancidity or defects. The peppery finish makes you realize what you've been missing from commodity oils. Brightland costs more than grocery store brands, but you're paying for real food instead of refined seed oil with Italian packaging. Number 1. Costa Rica. Taking the top spot as the gold standard for authentic extra virgin olive oil, Costa Rica. Founded by Katina Mountanos, a Greek-American who grew up watching her grandmother cook with real olive oil and was later disgusted by the fraud she discovered in the American market, Costa Rica sources exclusively from a single-family estate in Koroni, Greece. One origin, one family, one relationship built on trust. Complete traceability from tree to table. The olives are hand-picked at peak ripeness and cold-pressed within 24 hours of harvest, not days, not weeks, hours. Every bottle lists the harvest date and lot number. Independent laboratory testing verifies purity, measures polyphenol content, and confirms zero adulteration or blending with cheaper oils. The test results are published on their website, not hidden in corporate files, not summarized into marketing speak. The actual lab reports let you see the chemistry yourself. The taste is extraordinary. Peppery, fruity, complex with a finish that lingers on your palate. This is what olive oil tastes like when someone cares about making it right. When the producer's name and family reputation depend on every single bottle. Costa Rica proves the authentic version still exists. Real extra virgin olive oil from real olives pressed by people who care. You just have to know where to look for it. So what do you do with this information? First, look for harvest dates. Fresh olive oil is seasonal. If there's no harvest date, assume the worst. If the harvest date is more than 18 months ago, the oil is likely degraded. Second, buy dark glass bottles. Light destroys olive oil. Clear glass and plastic are red flags for quality-conscious producers. Third, check the origin. Single origin oils from traceable estates are almost always superior to blends from multiple countries. Fourth, expect to pay more. Real extra virgin olive oil costs $15 to $30 per bottle. If you're paying $8 for a litre of Italian extra virgin, something is wrong. The economics don't work. Fifth, support producers who publish test results. Transparency indicates confidence. Secrecy indicates something to hide. The product's changed, but you don't have to accept it. Every time you choose a verified producer over a commodity brand, you vote with your wallet. If you learned something today, subscribe to The Label Changed and hit the notification bell. Every like helps more people catch what brands hope they'll miss. Share this with someone who deserves to know what they're actually cooking with. New investigations drop every week. The Label Changed. Now you know how to read it.